Guys, it's WWE Asylum 16 here coming at you guys with the pay-per-view predictions for Clash of Champions, and Daniel's back right here. So here we go. This is our first ever pay-per-view prediction video together. I'm usually the one who does all of it. Now that he's on the channel, we're going to be doing it from now on. So here it is. Yep. Our predictions for Clash of Champions. Got all the matches written down here, so let's go by them one by one.
Alright, first match.
So we first start off with the kickoff show. We got Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. Go.
Well, I think that Nia Jax is going to win only because, you know, she's just been dominating, and I think that, you know, they really want her to be that dominant heel character, and, you know, what would a win for Alicia Fox do? Nothing, and it would just push down Nia Jax. So Nia Jax for the win. Exactly.
We're both going with Nia Jax for this one, simply because she's been a dominant heel thus far in her WWE career, and sooner or later she's going to have a full-time rivalry with someone.
Definitely. I feel like she's going to be the next Karma.
Maybe, in a way. I don't know. Okay. But I'm just not a fan of her. That's just me. Moving on, we have Sami Zayn taking on Chris Jericho.
I'm very excited for this.
This is going to be a good match. And believe it or not, I'm going with Y2J for the win. Simply because I know I like Sami Zayn a lot. I like Y2J a lot. So it's just hard to choose. And I think Jericho needs to win here. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to win. It's just my prediction.
Well, I'm going to pick Sami Zayn, and only because I feel like Sami Zayn really needs that big win. I know that he beat Kevin Owens, but I feel as if, you know, Sami Zayn just deserves a win and should get in that main card spots. And plus, it wouldn't really make sense for Jericho and Kevin Owens to win, but that could work.
That's right, it could work. Actually, no. Okay, I wouldn't mind Jericho and Owens winning the same night. But, you know, really would it make sense if Owens and Zayn won in the same night?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's why I'm going with
because
Zayn.
what I think is going to happen, since Balor is going to return probably towards the Royal Rumble and get his rematch at WrestleMania for the Universal title against Owens or whoever the champion is at that time, I think for now, after this rivalry with Seth is over, he's probably going to feud with Zayn for the title.
Exactly.
Until then. And then whoever he fights then will be whoever, I don't know. And then Balor will return. And then they'll have the epic rematch at Mania or whatever.
Yeah, next match.
So, like I said, I'm going with Chris Jericho, and he's going with Sami Zayn. Next up, we got the Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Brian Kendrick, who won the Fatal 4-Way match on Raw, is going to be taking on the Cruiserweight Champion TJ Perkins. And this is going to be another incredible match simply because it's the Cruiserweights. The Cruiserweights who never disappoint us.
Yeah, especially with the Brian Kendrick.
Right. So, if I had to pick who would win, I think TJ Perkins needs to retain simply because he just won the title last week, and this is his first title defense. It really wouldn't make sense if he lost that quickly.
I 100% agree with you. I mean, Brian Kendrick, I mean, he's really good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like, you know, he needs to put over new guys, and TJ Perkins has worked very hard to get this spot, and I think, you know, he should have it for a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah, definitely, especially since he came up from TNA.
Yeah, I know, and you see Suicide.
They ruined his character in TNA in so many ways.
I know.
It's so hard to describe it, but, you know, ever since he came up in the Cruiserweight Classics, the dude's been impressing me nonstop, and he's got to win this match someday. It would be a huge disappointment if he were to lose the title just a week after he won it.
Exactly.
And like I said, I don't have anything wrong against Brian Kendrick. He's a phenomenal athlete. I just don't think he needs to win this. Maybe, you know, he'll probably win the title back, you know, a couple months afterwards. But right now, TJ Perkins needs to retain.
All right, next match.
All right, are you ready? This is the finale of the Best of 7 series between Cesaro and Sheamus. These guys have been going at it since SummerSlam, before the Best of series even started, and they're going at it one last time. This is the final matchup in the Best of 7 series. Cesaro was clearly losing 3-0, but somehow he was able to pick up the momentum, and he gained 3 more victories, so now they're tied at 3 apiece. So who you got for the finale?
Well, you know what? I feel like Cesaro is going to win this, and you know why? Well, I don't think Sheamus really deserves this win. He doesn't need it because he's accomplished way more than Cesaro, and Cesaro deserves it. I mean, if you guys hear the rumor, Cesaro was thinking about quitting, but if he gets this win, then he could be in the main event spot just right away. He could go for a title, possibly, which he hasn't won it since what, 2012, 13.
That's sad, man. He needs a title push.
I know.
I guarantee you, if he wins this match, which I hope he will possibly get a title push, whether it's the Universal title or the United States title.
Yeah, and you know what? This kind of reminds me of the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Warriors.
What?
Because I know that has nothing to do with the video, but
what is that, football?
no, it's basketball.
Okay,
And
I'm not into that.
the Cleveland Cavaliers went over the Warriors when they were losing 3-1.
Okay, so we're both going with Cesaro for this one, and what I predict, what could happen, what I want to happen, it might not happen, but what I'm predicting is gonna happen, is that Cesaro and Sheamus will have an awesome match. In the end, Cesaro will win clean with the neutralizer, and then after the match, Sheamus turns face, they both shake hands. Boom. That's my prediction. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see it happen.
It could. All right.
Cesaro, and Sheamus, two awesome athletes. Sheamus has been a heel since WrestleMania 31. After WrestleMania 31, I mean. And the dude is he's an awesome heel. Don't get me wrong. He's an awesome heel. But he also makes a great face. So it's time for him to make another face run, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that I'm leaning more towards a face run just because as a heel he's kind of a bit boring and people don't really like him, and they were looking for more of the heel back in 2010, 11.
Right.
So a face turn could do the thing.
Well, we'll see what happens. All right.
Next match.
We have the second championship match on the card. Gallows and Anderson, who have been feuding with the New Day ever since SummerSlam, are going to get another opportunity at the tag team titles. And believe it or not, I am actually going for Gallows and Anderson for the win. And you probably know why. The New Day, second longest reigning WWE tag team champions. They've been on a roll. They've held the titles for over a year now. And ever since they've broken the record for being the second longest reigning tag team champions, it's time that they give the titles to Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. And I think Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are definitely gonna win tonight and get the tag belts. Because I've heard some people say that the New Day are beginning to be stale. So.
Oh God, I hope not. I really hope. As much as I love the New Day, I would not like to see them split up.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they would probably have some good single runs together, like Kofi Kingston did before they even formed the New Day, and Big E had a good single run as well. The only person that didn't have a good single run was Xavier at the time, but yeah, if they one day when they possibly split up, they will eventually have good single runs, and whoever, whether it's Kofi or Big E or whoever, will possibly be world champion.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, we're both going with the club. And another reason why they should win is because they've held so many titles around the world. And if you ever watch them wrestle in Japan, they held the titles for such a long time. The tag team titles, I mean. So I think if they win the titles on Sunday, which I hope they will, they could possibly have a long title run just like the New Day.
Yep, next match.
So, there you have it. The next matchup is Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the women's title. This was originally supposed to be Sasha Banks and Charlotte rematch from SummerSlam. Now, I still don't understand why they had to give the title back to Charlotte because of Sasha's injury.
Yeah.
I get that, but they could have gave it to someone else. I really don't want to see Charlotte as champion. I simply, it's just my opinion. I can't stand her as a champion. I find her so boring. She's just a boring champion to me.
Yeah.
And so I think it's either going to be Sasha or Bayley. I think, personally, I think Sasha should Sasha should win her title back. Because she lost it at SummerSlam, and it was just, like, we weren't expecting that. Because she didn't lose to a finisher. She lost, like, a move from the top rope or something, whatever that was, right?
I know, yeah. I have to agree with you. And I'm going to pick Sasha as well because I feel like Charlotte is just I really just don't like her. I don't think she's a good heel.
Something we both predicted is that Dana Brooke is eventually going to turn on Charlotte, and she will call Charlotte the match. Therefore, Sasha and Bayley will be the only two left in the ring, and Sasha will regain her title back.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why Bayley won't win is because she's too new. She needs some time to develop.
Yeah, she needs time. She just came up in the main roster like a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. So she needs time. Give her a few months, and she'll eventually win the women's title. So there you go.
All right. Next matchup.
Only 2 more matches to cover up, and these are possibly the 2 matches I'm looking forward to the most. One, Rusev defending the United States Championship against Roman Reigns.
This matchup is just going to be brutal. I mean, it's going to be 2 powerhouses against each other.
Oh, believe me, it's going to be a hard-fought brawl.
Yeah, and I guarantee you guys, you won't be disappointed with this one like you were at SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam, I like the brawl they had, but they should have the match.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go with Roman Reigns on this one. He's going to hit a spear on Rusev. Hopefully
that's what I see happening too. Yeah. I know, it's kind of weird. We're choosing 2 at a time, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird that we're both choosing the same person, but it's just what we think is going to happen. So I'm going with Roman Reigns as well because he needs a mid-card title run. People have been begging for him to win a mid-card title because he's been given so many shots at the main title, Universal title, World title, whatever. Okay, he's held the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at least 3 times.
At least 3.
So, and he was just given another shot last week, but he lost to Kevin Owens. Then they had a rematch on Raw in an awesome steel cage match, by the way. And I love what Seth Rollins did at the end. Anyways, Roman Reigns needs to win the title. Rusev has been a dominant heel United States champion. It's time that they give the title to Roman Reigns, and he will be an awesome United States champion. And finally,
the main event,
the one I'm looking forward to the most, Seth freaking Rollins, our favorites, is going to be fighting the champion, Kevin Owens, for the Universal title. What you got, man?
You know what? This was a hard one because I love Seth Rollins, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to have to go with KO on this one. I feel like he should have the title for a little bit longer, maybe until Royal Rumble, because I feel like he should fight Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. And
right,
just like
they did. I saw some rumors on Facebook that they did want to see Lesnar and KO go at the Rumble for the title, but really, why would Lesnar deserve another title shot if he's a part-timer?
Well, I feel like Kevin Owens is going to win that one and maybe face someone at WrestleMania, which would be just awesome, man. And I only go with KO on this one because I feel like like I said, I feel like he should still have the title for a little bit longer. I feel like he's going to feud with either Sami Zayn or Cesaro.
Yeah, I would love to see both of those feuds. They've had awesome matches in the past. Owens, Zayn, Cesaro, you name it. He's going to have an awesome match with Rollins Sunday. I think, I don't know. You went with Owens?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm going with Rollins for this one.
Okay.
I know I might get the hate saying that Rollins, he was getting a long title run in the past, but I love the guy, man. He's just on a roll, and I love what he did on Monday night. He was the highlight of the night. First, diving off the stage on Rusev, and then jumping off the top of the steel cage onto Rusev and
awesome.
Kevin Owens. That was freaking awesome. Rollins is going to steal the show on Sunday, believe it or not. He will steal the show with Owens on Sunday, so I'm going with Rollins for the win. I would just love to see Rollins as champion again. That's just my opinion.
I would too, but I'm just gonna predict Kevin Owens.
I love Kevin Owens as well. I just think Rollins needs the title run. That's just my opinion.
I can agree.
Okay, so there you guys have it. Oh, wait a minute. One more match. We're missing one more match. This wasn't announced. This will be announced. I think it will be announced. It could be on the pre-show. It could be on the original show. Doesn't matter. But rumor has it is that Enzo and Cass are going to be taking on the Shining Stars in tag team action. And I'm going with Enzo and Big Cass because they have been, I wouldn't say jobbing out to the Shining Stars, but they've been
just losing.
They've just been losing it. It makes no sense. They're the most popular tag team right now in the WWE besides New Day.
Yeah.
But they just it makes no sense. I was so angry when I saw the Shining Stars beat them twice in a few weeks. You know what I mean? 2 weeks in a row they beat them, and that just made me so furious. So Enzo and Big Cass need this win. hopefully, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but hopefully down the road, if they could get a title shot as well. I would love to see him feud with Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows when they win the titles eventually.
I know, and I might have to go with Enzo and Cass as well, because why would the Shining Stars win this
Dude,
one?
nobody cares about the Shining Stars.
Nobody cares about them.
Nobody cares about them. They are terrible.
They're the worst. I mean, I saw in the whole F and Show's YouTube video that he's quite questioning if they're a heel or face, because he said that they invite people to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico's a nice place, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that they're giving out the souvenirs or whatever, but I think they're fake. That's just honestly. Do you really think two guys that are hated so much by the fans are really gonna give out 2 free souvenirs to Puerto Rico? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm not gonna fall for that.
All right. So final predictions is that Enzo and Cass are gonna win clean.
Right.
Over the Shining Stars.
So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Clash of Champions predictions. We will be back on Monday
for
the review of the show and how it went and what's going to go down. I am so excited. This is the Raw's first exclusive pay-per-view coming this Sunday on the network from Indianapolis, Indiana, I think.
Maybe,
right? I think it's from there. Whatever. I'm super excited. He is too. And we are out. Wait a minute, we have oh my God. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this is Chris. I've known this guy for years. I've known this guy since kindergarten, I don't know. Elementary. And he's got something special to say. So go ahead and say it.
All right. Well, buddy, I need you to show your face. We need the main man of the channel.
What do you need? What you need?
Anyways, I would like to say my name is well, if you guys don't know, obviously, I'm Chris, known as Dual X Infinity. Now, if you guys don't know, I have my own channel.
Unfortunately, you don't have much content on there.
I do not have much content. I'm starting YouTube, so
yeah.
But I've been making videos since I was young, so. If you guys are looking forward to watching any gaming videos or whatever, be sure to come by my channel. This guy, he's pretty awesome to let me at least give a shout out to my own channel.
Yeah, I will give you a shout out, and I will do whatever I can to make your channel grow. Don't worry.
I got you. So if you guys are up for any gaming videos, be sure to let me know in the comments of my videos. I'll be able to play whatever games you want me to play, and yeah.
That's about it. And if it's possible, maybe I'll be in one of your videos.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. Alright guys, I seriously gotta go now. Thank you guys for watching Clash of Champions predictions. Say bye, Daniel.
See you guys.
Oh, wait a minute. Chris, just hold this. Chris, hold this. Hold this. Hold this.
Okay, okay, sure.
Wait.
RKO!
It's over.